What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all?
What's up? What's going on? Welcome back. We missed y'all last week, but we're back right now. Those sports chicks, Sadell, Nicole, and
Carlita Nicole, the quirky queen herself, Chi-Town, born and bred, Texas fed. What's up, y'all? Yes, we both know we're like doing our show in the middle of NBA playoffs. So we're going to have a short show tonight. We're going to talk about some of these playoffs and some of the games that are playing right now and coming up. So let's just dive into it. First things first, though, y'all see I'm wearing representing Delta Sigma Theta tonight. It is my 20th Delta versary. 20
woo!
years in the bond. So shout out to my line sisters, the Six Expressions of Wonder, Spring Go 3, Sigma Mu chapter, UT Dallas. Woo woo.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
awesome.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so first things first. Cleveland is playing New York. This is one of the elimination games right now. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely thought that this was going to go 7. But right now, New York is up 3. Cleveland is only has one game. I just really thought they were going to go to 7. I thought that they were a more comparable matchup. But what do you think happened in that series?
Right now, Cleveland is losing by 10. And excuse me. It's been
That's not good.
interesting. I mean, well, to be honest, there's been a few things interesting, which I'm sure we'll get to later. Even the Heat Bucks, like that is
All of it. Yeah.
beyond weird to me. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't know if they were just overwhelmed. I don't know how it got to this point, and
Yeah.
not elimination, but I mean it's like 6 minutes left in the game and they're down by like 10, 12, which is not insurmountable, but
Mhm.
you could see at some point where they were like really, really trying to fight back. They just haven't been able to put together consistent run.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with them, but definitely the New York Knicks are coming out and playing every game. I just saw Julius Randle did get hurt. I
Oh,
think he rolled his ankle, so he's sitting out now, which I mean, at this point they are, I mean, this is game 5. So this if they win this game, that it's a wrap for this series. Um but I don't know going forward in this next round, like if Julius Randle is not healthy to play, like how that's going to affect the Knicks. Now, you had mentioned the Milwaukee and the Miami series. Now, with that series has completely gone in a way that I feel like a lot of us didn't think it was going to go. Because
right.
definitely I was like 5 games, but that's Miami winning one game and Milwaukee winning 4.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
with Giannis being hurt, it clearly makes a difference. It really
Of
does.
course,
So,
but geez.
but do you think that the series would have been to this extent, like this different with a healthy Giannis?
I mean, I
Well,
think it would probably be tied at least. I
okay.
mean, and I think going back to Cleveland, I guess I can't say the problem, but the issue that I kind of that they don't, like I said, they were playing with a little bit of urgency
Hmm.
a little while ago, but in their other games, they didn't really play with urgency, and then they didn't hit open shots. And
Yeah.
and then the biggest thing is they turned the ball over way, way, way too
Yes.
much. And so
Yes.
I just feel like I don't know if they're like overstimulated. I really don't know.
Okay.
But you can't have somebody like Donovan Mitchell turn the ball over 6, 7 times a game. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And so it just makes a big difference. But when you go back to the Bucks, Giannis is a big part of not just a team, like he's a big part of the whole personality of the team.
Right.
And it is a difference. And
Mhm.
instances you would like and hope and think that someone's going to step up, but they don't have another one like him.
No, not at all. So on the flip side of that, we see what Miami looks like. I mean, I'm sorry, what Milwaukee looks like without Giannis. But then we see playoff Jimmy playing, just scoring buckets for Miami, and Miami does not have Tyler Hero. Oladipo is out, and Bam Adebayo also got injured. He's probable with a knee injury. So even though Miami is dealing with injuries, Jimmy Buckets is healthy, and they are up 3-1. Do you think this series is can well, I don't know about Milwaukee tying it up. This last game, Sadell, I saw Giannis play, and Giannis fell 2 or 3 times where he was already injured, and it just looked like he wasn't ready to come back. That they needed him to come back so they wouldn't fall 3-1. But I don't feel like he's healthy, and if he's not healthy, that's a wrap for this series. But if he comes back and they're able to at least tie it up, can Milwaukee beat Miami in 7?
The problem is, like you said, with Giannis, like Giannis is not, because you can see them literally massaging him during
Yeah,
timeouts. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. And
yeah,
he can't move the way he needs to move.
yeah,
So, I think, maybe mentally they were thinking it would help. I don't really know. But I think the Bucks are going to have to at least get a win on uh go home. I mean, they at least got to go home and win a game.
yeah.
And
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like they have to win a game to at least keep a minute. And if they can manage to win it without Giannis and let him heal a little longer, but I just don't know in the long run the effect of trying to make him play now
Yeah.
and being able to even get past this round. Even if they beat the Heat, I mean, how much further would they be able to go with him the way he is?
Mm. So with Miami though, if Miami were to win this series, and we saw Miami go through the play-in to get into the playoffs, they would have to play the winner of Cleveland or the Knicks, which it looks like it'll be the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they have a chance in the second round with the Knicks looking as well as they do?
You know what? I'll be honest. I like Jimmy Butler a lot. Um, but we've seen playoff Jimmy be playoff Jimmy and then not be playoff Jimmy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, if you 56 points a night, then I mean you have a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's
It's
not
just,
consistent.
I don't know, is that sustainable, or is it, sustainable, but is it going to be, are we going to get this dude the whole rest of the way?
Yeah. I
Because literally by himself, he took them on. I mean,
He did.
he
He
hit
did.
up, he heated up when he needed to, and he handled that game. And so, but not even just that, so far he's been playoff Jimmy, but
Yeah.
it'll just be interesting to see if that's sustained. So
Kanice says that the Knicks best player just got hurt. Yeah, we just mentioned that.
right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, even though Miami is dealing with injury, they have been able to sustain in this series with Milwaukee because Giannis has been injured. But I don't know what the Knicks will look like without Julius Randle. I definitely feel like they'll be okay. But will they be able to, like, what was that matchup between Milwaukee and the Knicks look like? I'm just, and like Nick
Milwaukee.
was saying, not Milwaukee, I'm sorry, Miami and the Knicks, and he was just saying that that's some ugly.
You
That's
know what? And
that's
again, I still go back to Jimmy Butler, because think about it. In the last game that they played, I think he scored like I don't know, 15 or whatever of the, or maybe
Mm,
12 of the 15 points that they had in like the third quarter.
yeah.
And they literally, he played almost the whole game. Like he, minutes, the Bucks defense was all over him
Yes.
and nobody else was really knocking down
Yeah.
shots, but he still found a way to win.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest thing to me, because is he going to be able to carry those kind of minutes
Right.
for the long haul? And is
Right.
he going to be able to play at the level that he's been playing, carrying that many minutes?
Right.
And if he is able to do that, then that
What
does
is
make a
different?
big
Yeah.
deal.
So, hey, Dier, and says the Knicks' best player is Jalen Brunson. I totally agree with that
For
because
sure.
uh,
Uh,
the Dallas Mavericks are definitely missing Jalen
I
Brunson.
bet they kicking themselves right now.
Man,
Hey,
man,
Kanice, why didn't I
in
see
real
that? Hey,
life.
dear. But
Um,
yeah, Jalen Brunson was just like, he got a chip on his shoulder right now. Like, okay, I'm gonna show you
yes,
what it really
yes.
is.
So, okay, so
Girl,
in the
it's storming. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, no problem. Yes, y'all. Just FYI, it is storming in DFW right now. Okay, so in the East, overall for all of the playoffs, there's only been one sweep. That's the Philadelphia Sixers sweeping the Brooklyn Nets.
That's
So,
crazy.
right. This is the thing. We have seen Joel Embiid in the playoffs in the first round multiple seasons, and he has not had the best of luck in the playoffs. But we know he did miss game 4 because he had a knee injury. And since they swept, they will be playing the winner of Boston and Atlanta. Boston's up 3, Atlanta has 2. So if Atlanta wins this next game and they tie up the series, they will go to a game 7, giving the Sixers and Joel Embiid much more time to heal that knee, rest it, and get better. I feel like the series would be a better series with Boston winning and playing the Sixers, but I do feel like I'm not so confident that the Sixers could beat Boston, but I do see the Sixers beating Atlanta. What's your take on that?
So you said you do see,
I can see the Sixers beating Atlanta, but I
right? Yeah,
cannot see the Sixers necessarily beating Boston.
I agree with that. But I mean, the Sixers they're still up for a tour getting this whole Atlanta series closed off.
Yes, they still have to. Absolutely. Um, but I mean, come on, between Boston and Atlanta, who's gonna win that series? Even though now Atlanta barely won this last game, Sadell. Trey Young came in with the bucket at the end of the game to win it.
Not even just
So
that. Trey Young came in the whole game. Like
he
that
did.
dude
He
ball. But go
did.
ahead.
He did. But is he going to be consistent enough? Because I do feel like you make it to the second round, but it's a wrap after that. But I just don't see Atlanta beating the Sixers with Joel Embiid healthy.
I agree with him healthy. It does make it look a little bit different. But again,
Yes.
like I
See,
said, the
right,
Sixers,
Dier.
huh?
Dier said Philly would beat Atlanta easy, but lose to Boston. Right.
Yeah, I agree.
And said Coach Udoka went to Houston, go Rockets. Yes, we know. All the Rockets fans are like giddy about that. Just keep y'all's women on lock, okay? That wasn't nice.
Well, and yeah, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I do feel that Philly would beat Atlanta and probably lose to Boston.
See, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
we're
I
all
mean, and it is like, can he say Atlanta getting past the Sixers is still going to be a task, but the Sixers going to just have to come with it, though.
yeah.
I mean, I think in general it would make a better matchup with Philly and the
Absolutely.
Sixers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
So okay. Um, so then moving on to the West. Okay. Well, first of all, we already have two series that closed up. Denver beat Minnesota 4-1 and Phoenix beat the Clippers 4-1. The thing about this series with the Phoenix and Clippers series, first of all, this series would have been completely different if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were healthy. There's no way the Clippers would have just won one game. You guys know that.
yeah,
But going into the second round, which will be a great matchup, Denver plays Phoenix. So we all know the Denver Nuggets, they are the silent but deadly team. They're always up top, but they win. And I just feel like people don't really acknowledge them as much as other teams in the West. But then you look at Phoenix, and we have right now a healthy big three in Phoenix: Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and KD. Can they beat Denver?
can Phoenix beat Denver? I
Yeah.
mean, I think they definitely have a good chance. And as much as people hate on KD for moving around and doing what he does, because he does try to get to the best
Mhm.
situation for him, which you can hate it or whatever. But I mean, he makes things a little bit different. So I definitely feel they have a chance.
Okay.
But there's the odds of them winning the series, I think, are less, but it's gonna take more than just Devin Booker and KD, and that's what they've kind of been living on, like
Yes.
their
Yeah.
crutch. But Denver is one of the teams who has people who can. I mean, they got the Joker, they got Jamal Murray. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So they can match Devin Booker and Kevin Durant,
Yes, they
and so it
can.
makes it a little bit different now. So say those two, but then you got Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton. So
Mm.
it'll depend on whether they can outplay Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon. So it's just
Yeah.
going to take, I
Yeah.
think we get caught up in Devin Booker and KD. And I mean, they're good, but it's just Denver actually matches them pretty evenly. And so it'll be a tight series, I think, but it's going to take everybody on the Sun side stepping up better. Now, from the bench, them really play a lot. They don't really go that deep into their bench. And so it's really going to be up to the main five guys who start on the court. It's going to have to be, your best five against my best five,
Right.
because that's really what they do. The other thing is making sure that Porter stays healthy, because they're kind of injury prone. So
Right.
I do think that Phoenix has a chance. I just, it's going to take everything they have.
I do agree. Right. So De'Ara is saying where the Suns' buckets coming from outside of Devin Booker and KD. And like Sadell was saying, that's where DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul have to step up, especially going against a team like Denver. And Kenise gives a good point too, because she says that the Denver's bench is way better than Phoenix's. Absolutely, it is. First of all, Phoenix, their team legit is their big three, and then DeAndre Ayton.
It
Um,
is. Yeah.
they are not a team with depth at all. So Denver definitely has that leg up in that series, and I give the leg up to Denver in that series. I do, because it's a better matchup than Phoenix had with the Clippers, because the Clippers they did not have their two best players. So I give a leg up to Denver in that matchup. Um let's see. Okay, there's also, while we're in the West, there's two other games happening tonight. Memphis and the Lakers are about to start playing at 8:30 in a little
Now
bit.
the
So
Lakers are playing already, right?
did they start at 8? I thought it was 8:30. Okay, so
Yeah.
they already
No,
started.
the Lakers, they should be, it should,
Oh
because I
yeah,
was
they should be
watching that before,
wrapping
it should
it
be the
up.
end of the third quarter.
Yes, that's right. They should be wrapping it up. It's
Yeah.
the Kings and the Warriors game that I'm thinking of. So with the
Right.
Lakers and Memphis, okay. So Memphis right now only has one game in the series to the Lakers three. We
Yeah.
saw Ja Morant with his hand injury. He came back early, fell on his hand again and hurt it during the last game. I haven't, I mean, clearly I'm not watching the game right now, so I'm not sure what all Ja has been doing for this game and if his hand has been an issue. But
They were
definitely,
winning the last time I saw the game, but I don't know if, I don't know, like you said, what Ja is.
that you said they're up by 18.
Oh, wow.
Memphis is up by 18. So if Memphis wins this game tonight at home, they still won't tie it up, and each game going forward will still be an elimination game for them if the Lakers win. um but I think, let's see, this is game 5, they're in Memphis, and so 6 will be back in LA. That's It's going to be tough to beat the Lakers at home. The officiating, I have seen so much about the officiating throughout the series, especially with the Laker fans. Oh my gosh, y'all are the most complainingest people about the refs of all fandoms. It's the Lakers.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Dier says Aiton's energy is gonna be spent guarding the Joker. See, yeah. Right. So that game is almost over. It is definitely going to be it's gonna be tough to beat them in LA, yo. They gotta win tonight.
It
And
is.
so with this series, if Memphis wins tonight, is it a wrap when they go back to LA for the next game for game 6?
I don't know. It might be. And I mean, I guess it also kind of goes back to what is the rest of the team going to do? But, because the other night, Ja had what, 45 points?
Yes, he did.
And nobody else could do anything.
What happened to
And
Dylan Brooks?
you know what I'm
I love
saying?
Dylan Brooks.
So I'm just, that's it kind of is a situation where kind of like where Miami is in, like what's going to happen when, you know, your star player is not able to score 45 points. Who's going to step up? Like
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Now,
yeah.
if they are fortunate enough, if they win tonight, which they're up pretty much, but it's still a whole nother quarter, so you
It
never
is,
can
right.
tell. If they win tonight and they're fortunate enough to sneak that first game, they might win it because Anthony Davis is gonna break a fingernail or something at some point during the game, like
Hell.
guaranteed.
Oh,
Um, and LeBron is his shooting is so spotty. The other night he came out, he was lighting it up, knocking down threes, going to the hole, and then I don't know if he got tired because I was like, wow, this dude looking good. And then I don't know if he got tired, and it was like, what the freak? I was at the cryo spot, and there were some kids in there watching the game who, of course, love LeBron, and they were like, LeBron can't make nothing. Like they're just like, because he's like throwing up some, and nothing is falling. And so I'm like, you got exactly.
yeah.
So if they're able to sneak that game and they have another game, I don't know. I think that may give them a little bit of an advantage, primarily because AD is not proven that he can play 3 or 4 games in a row without injuring something.
Dang.
And then LeBron,
Dang.
he can't carry the amount of minutes that he is going to have to carry. So I don't know.
So, okay. Now, The winner of this series, the Memphis and LA Lakers series, will play the winner of the Sacramento and Golden State series, which is currently tied, and they do play tonight. So this will be game 5, and like Golden State, I picked Golden State to win this series because you can't count Golden State out in the playoffs. But here's the deal, like Sacramento is such a great team. They're such a very well rounded team. However, De'Aaron Fox broke his finger on his shooting hand, and that's crucial. And I think that's going to hurt Sacramento and give Golden State a leg up over them to be able to win the next 2 games. I do feel like Golden State will take advantage of it. Now, whether or not De'Aaron Fox is going to play, I don't know. I don't even know if that would be good for him to play in this game with a broken hand, like especially in a game 5. Like I understand in game 6, but do you want to even give Golden State an opportunity to be 1 game ahead of you and then you be stuck in an elimination game? um I don't know, but I do feel like Golden State will still win. And whether Golden State plays Memphis or Golden State plays the Lakers, I think that's probably going to be the best series in the playoffs. She's like, no.
No, I mean, I think my thing with Golden State in general is that, think about when the season first started.
Mhm.
Nobody, they were like, man, they're not gonna make it. They
Yeah,
not winning games. They not
yeah,
looking good. And then they just have a way. So he said Knicks just eliminated the Cavs,
yeah,
which I think we all kind of expected that.
yeah.
But they just have a way of gelling at the right time. I mean, they've been in what 6 of the last 8 championships, maybe. I mean,
It's a lot.
they and won 4 of them along the way, and they just gel at the right time, and they play good basketball together. And so I do feel like they have a good chance in winning the series. And I think if they're playing against the Lakers, the reason is because these Laker fans, they almost like Cowboys fans, you know what I'm saying? But
No.
they're kind of, I think that's what makes it, because there's going to be so many people watching. There's going to be a lot of hype around it. There's like uh it'll be interesting to see who comes out of it. Now,
Okay.
as long as all these dudes stay healthy and keep playing together, I'm I'm going to always give the Warriors a shot as long as
Right.
everybody's healthy.
Yes.
And as long as Draymond can keep his mouth closed and,
And keep
you know,
his foot off of people's chests. Yes.
stop stepping over people, stuff like that.
Yeah, this playoff, these playoffs have been really weird with the injuries and the hitting of in the groin and the crazy tech calls and ejections. Like it's just been too much drama. And it definitely does affect the team, but the Warriors won with Trayvon was out.
Right, but I'm saying they just find ways to
They
win.
do. They do. They do. But yeah, okay, so we will get to watching these games tonight. I like we said earlier in the show, this is going to be a short episode because these are elimination games, and like I think Ant just said that the Knicks eliminated the Cavs, and we still have this Memphis and Lakers, the LA game going, and I will be watching Sacramento and Golden State a little bit later. So, real quick though, before we leave, and I'll talk about this more next time, next week. Um, just FYI, we will be going on hiatus for this summer, but I am having brain surgery. So because I'm having brain surgery, it'll be a long recovery. I do have a benign tumor in my head. It's like 4.5 centimeters that needs to be removed. So we'll be shaving my head and going into my skull, and it's a lot. So I'll be giving you guys more details and stuff as we're moving forward. But I also have a GoFundMe to help kind of offset some of the costs surrounding the brain surgery and everything else going along with that. I don't have like an actual link on here to be able to show you. I have the link. This is the link to the GoFundMe if you guys are willing to donate. And I also
Carnita,
have it.
I'm
Yes.
so sorry to interrupt you. You just went right in for the kill. I thought we were gonna like ease into that. Girl, you just went right in.
Well,
Like
we got
you
to wrap
said,
it
just
up. That's fine. Just
FYI, I'm having brain
FYI.
surgery. And I'm just like, can we like soften it a little bit? Like,
I
okay.
mean, you know what? I'm sorry, y'all, if I just went in for the kill like that. I think it's been just the whole idea of wrapping my mind around having brain surgery that now I'm
Yes.
just like, look, this is the deal. This is
Right.
what it is. Because it's
Yes.
like literally, it's been like the biggest weight on my shoulder ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm sorry if it seems like that, because that is not the case. Like, trust and believe every day this is heavy.
Yeah.
And I'll be a lot more open about it and so on and so forth. But I'm not trying to be insensitive. It's just really
No,
difficult.
I wasn't saying you were being insensitive, but I was just like, I guess I was just thinking you were gonna like, hey guys, I need to talk to you a little bit. You were just like, okay, well, we were gonna do 30 minutes, and FYI,
Yes, well, that's the case. That is the truth. I mean, so yes, like I said, the tumor is benign, but it is huge and it's sitting on a major vein and it has to come out. And it's like I am 6 weeks away and I'm so unprepared. So totally unprepared.
and so
I
your
have
recovery time is
90 days, barring no complications, barring that I come out of the surgery, everything goes well. And so this summer, we won't have dope sports chicks, but my goal is to come back during football season, fantasy football, do dope sports chicks fantasy football league, and cheer on my Dallas Cowboys, and just be able to start not life anew without this like happiness sucker. I have named my tumor.
girl.
I have because because it's been like that. Like, she's a bully. She is a bully.
What's
But
her
her
name?
name is Bertha Boomquisha Bullish. Cause this is
Okay.
some bullish, okay?
Yes.
But this is Big Bertha, and Big Bertha is definitely a bully. And I'll show you guys on my page and on my Justified Journey page the picture of the tumor. But this is Operation Beat Down Bertha. She gotta
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
She has to go. And so, y'all, this is scary. This is really super scary. But like I said, I'll be blogging about it on my Justified Journey page. You'll see more things if you follow me on my page, Carlita Nicole. And if you have any questions, concerns, if you can't donate, but there's other ways that you can help, DM me. There's been people to offer different services for food. There's been people to offer me services for cleaning. Um, this will be tough because the first few weeks I won't be able to do a lot of things on my own. I won't be able to shower on my own or get dressed on my own. I'll have to buy a lot of like button down shirts and stuff for the summer. So it's like a lot of different things that I didn't think about prior to this
Right.
surgery, of expenses that I'll have to pay for, from small things like pillowcase covers because I'll be bleeding to bigger things.
And just not even being able to work.
and not being able to work the whole time and have to be able to make sure that expenses are paid up for months on end, like I said, barring that there are no complications. um but it's like I said, it's a scary time. If you can't do anything else but pray, please do so, because I need it. If you just can send encouraging words, positivity, send it, please,
Mhm.
because I need it. So that's what it is. And like I said, I'll be updating you guys and letting you know what's up.
Yep.
Thank you guys. Thank you so, so much for
Yeah.
your support and tuning in tonight. We really appreciate you.
We're going to get through all of this.
We will. I do believe that. It's just another obstacle, another fork in the road, another part of the justified journey, but
So is that GoFundMe link on your page as well?
it is pinned on Carlita Nicole, so you can go there and you
And
can
probably could put it
donate.
on Dope Sports Chicks as well. What do you think?
Yes, I will pin on Dope Sports Chicks as well. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, DM me. Let me know what's up. You have
All
anything
right.
else?
I do not. Thank you guys so, so much for tuning in. We're going to be praying for the quirky queen, get her through all of this, and help her take care of her expenses and get back. And I think, I hope, never mind. I was going to say I was going to participate in fantasy. It's just such a busy time. Like right when school is starting and stuff is, I really
I
say I'm
know.
going to do it and I want to do it. And then I'll be like, nah, it's work. Like if you do it right, it's work. Like you're going to have
You
to
do it
do a
right,
lot of
yeah.
research and do all this. And yeah. But
It's
anywho,
okay though, but I look, I'll still be sending out fantasy stuff, and like I said, that's the goal, to come back at the end of August, the beginning of September, and like hit the ground running.
right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. No one told you this week that they love you. Just know that these dope sports chicks love you and appreciate you. And we'll see you again next week. Stay safe. Stay out of the crazy weather. Love you.
Right. Be safe.
Right.
See you guys.
Peace out.